Okay, so I guess it's recording. Um, so my buddy Kahmeh decided to make this game, and I'm going to play it and record it for him. So hopefully audio is all good. So yeah, you're welcome, Kahmeh. You get my live reaction to this. I'm actually gonna move the webcam over here a little. So yeah, sure. Let's just start. Full screen. About. About if one thing changed. Story by Kamikaze. Yeah, get right into it. Blah, 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 blah. It's loud enough. Headphones recommended. So anyone watching this video, headphones. Get them. Caution, this story may contain situations that you may find uncomfortable. This story is completely fictional and is not based on experiences neither sorry I'm out of breath, or anyone have ever met. If you are sensitive to realistic situations, I would not recommend you play this game. There are no images, just music and sounds. Created by my buddy Kamikaze right there. So, I hear music. Music. Just click. By the way, I'm sorry my arm is off to the distance over here. Mom and Dad are fighting again. I can use spacebar. Cool. It feels like every day now. Should I put on a voice? And obviously it is about me again. Why does it feel that this is all my fault? That I have done everything wrong? It really feels as if it was not long ago. Not long ago that all three of us were happy. Right. Mom, sweetie, it's dinner time. I love food, always have. Looked forward to all meals and snacks and candy. Kid after my own heart. I quickly ran to the table. As I sat down, a plate was set in front of me. Let's scroll a little quicker. Mashed potatoes, peas, and a juicy pork chop was placed in front of me. Oop. Sorry, I'm adjusting stuff. Hold on. I love mashed potatoes and Dad's famous pork chops. Really any kind of meat. But his pork chops were my favorite. I think I know where this is going. Peas, on the other hand, I did not really like. Why not? I like peas. Peas are good. I pushed away the plate, leaving only peas spread across the plate. Little pro tip there, don't use two of the same word in one sentence. Just saying. Bad story writing. Mom, moving them around doesn't count as eating them. Eat them as well, so you will grow up smart and pretty. Am I a girl? Should I be putting on a girly voice? I pushed away the plate, with only the peas remaining. I pushed away the plate, leaving only the peas remaining. So you should have had the sentence written. Just a quick warning for anyone that might watch this video. This is a review, so... Mom, honey, you need to eat those to help you become a very smart girl. I'm a girl. Huh. Thought I was a guy. Ooh, first decision. I like peas. I'm gonna pick peas. I never liked peas, but they were never that bad. What's wrong with peas? I like peas. They're good. I usually had a fit over them, but I believed my mother when she said it would make me smart. Not pretty? I was such a gullible child. Like the music. But it made Mom smile. Ah, price green. I remember school being a different story. Bro, school always sucked. I was cute, but also kind of a tomboy. There was this one time... Once at school during recess. Boy, do I miss having those. Having what, friends? The time to play and run around when no one would tell you that you had things to do. Schoolgirl. Hi. Come play with us. By the way, Kahmeh, I'm so sorry I'm butchering your characters' voices. I was so surprised. Oh, I didn't even read that one. Oops. I was new in this school and I felt I was already making friends, which made me happy and, well, eager to please. Please? I was more than willing to follow my new friend over to a couple other children at the side of the school. Once I got there, they were gathering small rocks for whatever reason. Oh. So I joined in to help gather rocks. Oh. I did not know how it happened, but we changed from collecting rocks to throwing them. By the way, phone, shut up. Hey, Katie, I'll text you in a minute. Next thing you know, I broke a window. I wasn't me. I wasn't me? It wasn't me? Hell, I didn't even throw a rock yet. Next thing I heard was... I can't get in trouble. My mommy will be so mad at me. How young are these kids? Illusion? Way to freaking steal my recording. Dang it. Please, say you did it. You're my best friend, please? I never had a best friend before. The teacher rushes over to us, almost screaming. Are you kids okay? Who broke this window? Why were you kids throwing rocks? You are in so much trouble. I think I just made my mic too loud. He rattled on so quickly I couldn't follow how angry he was. I had to decide quickly. She threw the rock, I said, as I pointed to my new friend. That was the right thing to do. I thought I made the right decision. Feel like this is Undertale. As soon as I did, the other kids pointed in agreement that it was her. Under the bus! Last thing I remember of that was the pain of her screaming. I'm not doing her voice. I'm not screaming her voice. I hate you. I hate you. You're not my friend. Don't think I was ever your friend. Those words echoed in my head, and it hurts to think that I betrayed a friend. But I was just telling the truth. The truth is always right. Always. Why did it hurt so much? Truth hurts. God. Okay, Kahmeh, the freaking screen changing is painful. I have to keep... Sorry I keep looking over here. I'll look at the webcam more. Thinking back, I was usually alone. Good choice. I had very few friends. But I always trying to outdo what I saw others do. But I was always trying. Grammar. Jungle gyms. Monkey bars. Swings. Oh yes, I loved swings. Who didn't? Swings were awesome. It was where you would find me most of the time. At school or at the park. Did you ever jump on them? Yes! I remember kids jumping from the swings. Fun story, I actually once made a swing go all the way around. Yeah, that was a funny ER trip. Emergency room trip. From as high as they could to see how far they would go. And when they were done, I always felt I could do better. One day I did. That day, after the kids left, I went over and decided to cop them? Cop? But for some reason, it wasn't enough. Copy. Okay. Forgot your why. I got on that swing and went. As hard as I could. As high as I could. I wanted to fly. Don't go too high. I closed my eyes and I felt the rush. As I flew up and down, back and forth. The wind rushing past me. That is when it came to me. I felt so free, but then I opened my eyes. Everything was moving so fast. I almost lost my grip. As I approached the ground, I slammed my feet down to slow myself. I got caught on something. Scraping up my face as I tumbled and rolled away from this swing set. I wonder what would have happened if I had let go. I'm not going to point out grammar all that much, by the way. I'll just correct it as I go. But my parents were freaking out at what had just happened. But what I remember after that was the best ice cream of my life that day. Nice. Why? Jesus Christ. Wow. I feel like my childhood was awkward. Still seemed rather normal though. Yawn. My teenage years, on the other hand, were scarier. They all. Mine still are. Once I hit puberty, it wasn't all angst, hatred, and boys. Dr. Sleepy, did you really just have to... God damn, should have turned steam off. Well, maybe a boy. Maybe a boy or two. My teen years were very... memorable. It brought me far more than I expected when I reached high school. I was still not very social. But somehow I managed to get a boyfriend. Hey, I got a girlfriend. Look at me. Everything went so fast, yet felt slow at the time. Just a blink and it was all gone. But that day, I could never forget. Yeah, like I'm playing Roy from Rick and Morty. Just controlling this person's life. We hadn't dated long when he invited me to a party. Parties? I haven't been to a party in forever. Nobody ever invites me anymore. He was only a year older than me, so it was not anything special. Legal age is 3 years. He was mature. No man is mature. When we arrived, it was different. Not what I remember a party to be. The air was thick, almost unbreathable. Too much weed. Everywhere I looked, there were kids of all ages. So not kids. And I mean, there were kids that looked like middle schoolers. They were all kissing, making out, smoking. Haha, weed. I was curious and yet disgusted at the same time. Despite knowing it was bad, I wanted to try it. Oh no, oh no, no, no. I wanted to fit in. And my curiosity? No sooner do I think that, than he came back with booze, and I think it was a cigarette of some kind. Question mark? Was it the good shit? He offered both to me. Dilemmas, dilemmas, dilemmas. Dilemmas. Everyone's gotta fuck up. It's my choice. It's not like I was doubting my morals. Oh, morals. Get rid of those. But I didn't want to offend him, and I wanted to know what it was like. I almost gagged while trying to take a sip of the drink. Oh, must have been Coors. Should have gotten Bud. But I still didn't know. I still don't know what it was, but it burned. Ooh. Whiskey of some kind. Trying to smoke was no better. Aw, did you lick the cigarette? A horrible feeling like I couldn't breathe. Gotta breathe from the back of your throat. As I started coughing, I felt the whole room judging me. Everyone coughs. Their first time anyway. He urged me to inhale in and hold my breath. Yes, don't swallow it. Innuendos. Holy mother of... That was a bad idea. Kahmeh, you wrote this script, didn't you? At that point, I don't remember anything. That's a lie. I remember more drinking. More smoking. Oh, did you get used to it? Spinning, music, colors, lights. Like the lights I have in here. And being on the floor a lot. Interesting. Speaking of lights in here, I'm gonna do this real quick. There we go. I also remember me and him going farther? Going farther. Going farther than we ever had. Getting it on. Or that I wanted to at that point. Sorry, my eyes are just shot. Though, did you just do that spelling of though, Kahmeh? For shame. Though, with all that was going on, everything was a yes. Good news. We didn't go that far. Good girl. That happened a few years later in life. We almost did. But the sirens and the door being busted down kind of killed the mood. Oh. Not to mention being picked up at a police station on what I did not understand. I was grounded for what felt like forever. Look, you didn't get sent to jail. And it seemed like lectures every few minutes. For months I was trapped. You're over-exaggerating. I've gotten in trouble from parties before. It's fine. I can't say all my memories were bad. I'm just gonna lean back. But it never seems to be the good ones I remember. It's your choice to remember those. Start remembering the good ones. Shopping with what friends I did have was always a blast. We ate food, got clothes, drew it over cute guys as they walked by. I do that too. It was always good fun. Until we had a few new people join our small group. Aw, not the new people. We met them one day at the mall. Oh. I am so sorry for the yawning. They were way too cool for us. What have I been recording? I don't remember how the friendship began, but I know how it all ended. The last time I ever enjoyed shopping. What did you do? How old is this girl by now? It seems like a distant memory after what happened. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Dark chocolate is my favorite. What? I was spending all I had for my stash at home. Okay, hell. It was running low. After I gathered my hoard, I turned to our new friends and saw them sticking stuff in their pockets. Simple petty thief. They were signaling me to come over. Wish I had my other mic for this. I don't know where it is. I had no idea why they were. I didn't know why they were, but I had an idea. Hey, grab a couple of these. My pockets are full. Mine too. Hurry up. And don't worry, we do this all the time. There's the killer. All the time. I know this is wrong, but it sounded exciting. Something to brag about. A story to tell, even if it is small. ... If I could stop yawning. That does look tasty. Now, never steal. Now. Never steal. Never. Bad. The next thing I know, a couple mall cops come up behind us. Paul Blart. We are then escorted to some room in the mall. The mall prison room. I've been there before. After they lectured us and made a few phone calls, we waited for our parents. You're probably like, what, 17 right now? 16? Oh, fucking damn it, stop yawning. I just couldn't believe that this happened. My parents still bring it up even now. How old are you during this monologue? And it's just not fair. I was banned from the mall for life. God, you're still in high school. The biggest turning point in high school years was not even about high school. It was about driving. Driving always changes their life. I always wanted to drive. To have the freedom, the speed. Yeah, I want speed too. That's why I'm stuck with a Honda. Ability to get away. Gotta get away. Even after my license, I was never allowed to use the car. I bought my car. Save up. Save up while you're a kid. I got my chance when I least expected it. A drive-in movie. No date. Just me. The fresh air. And movie food. Oh, so professional. Come on. Come on, Joseph. It was just a night I had no one to watch over me. The movie was a double feature of movies that had been in theaters for a while. What were they? What were they? What were they? So it was to be a long night, and I was going to love every minute of it. Every minute. Thought there was going to be more. ... My bladder didn't agree. Well, too bad. I don't want to miss part of the movie. But I really need to go. Drive-in theater. I'll tell you secrets. And the movie is just getting so good. Here's a cup. I was beginning to regret buying the jumbo soda. Weak. Hold that shit. In order not to miss anything. Weakling. Weakling. I choose to hold it in. Probably the worst choice I have ever made. Bathroom related, anyway. There's a lot of those. Not even 20 minutes later. I exploded. It wouldn't stop. Weakling. Even though no one could see me. I was so embarrassed. I went to the restroom and cleaned myself up. Brought back as many towels as I could. The smell stayed. You know, lemon juice gets that smell out. Just saying. Like my dog for that. I finished watching the movies. Yes, I stayed. Who wouldn't? You already pissed yourself. Not only to see what I paid for, because I couldn't pay attention to the movies. How was I going to explain this when I got home? The car had to be professionally cleaned to get rid of the smell. Embarrassing. But my dad wasn't mad when I told him. He was actually laughing. What's your dad for you? Then he said, as I quote, and I quote, "Dad, I did the same thing. At least you weren't on a date." I love the dad. I can't even scratch the surface of my experiences. Huh? Kahmeh, you said this was like a 30-minute adventure. This is going to be a hell of a video to upload. But some of the biggest things happen when you have to be an adult. I hate you, Kahmeh. After high school, I was forced. Well, not forced. I was suggested to get a job. You were voluntold. Parents are such a pain. You get a job while you're young. Well, it wasn't a bad idea. Since I wanted stuff. Where do you think I got all my friggin' wall scrolls and posters? And that requires money. You can always steal it. Tried to do that earlier. Though it took me weeks and what felt like hundreds of applications. It usually is. I would work anywhere at this point. Finally, the time came. Just as a waitress, but who am I to complain? Hey, you got a lot of money waiting tables. It was harder than I thought it would be. But I was pretty. It's because you ate your peas. Your mom said you eat your peas, you turn pretty. According to all the customers. Which got me tips. Really good tips. I got tips at one of my jobs for being funny. I was making more than I ever thought I would. I butchered that sentence. But as the weeks went by, it seemed like my checks were getting smaller. I tried to bring it up to the owner, my boss, and he just kept brushing me off. Oh, you're getting fired. You're getting fired. Saying that I am getting paid for what I work. I told my parents. They told me to keep track of my own time. I wanted to trust my boss, but I kept track anyway. My next check was even lower than before, and my record showed that I should have been paid more. A lot more. I brought it up to the attention of the boss. I brought it to the attention of the boss when I was off, and he responded with all these wild excuses. Yeah, they do that. I tried to fight him on it, demanding my money. Bad idea. Boss. How do I do the boss's voice? You're replaceable. Turn friggin' Rick. Complain again and you're fired. He walked out of the office for a break, which he did 40 times a day. My throat is dry. I noticed something after he left. The safe was open. No. With a bunch of cash. I worked hard. No. I wanted what I earned. No. And I was going to take it. No. Then find another job. What? What are these options? No. 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 Bad options. No. No. Bad options. Bad options. Why? Fine, I guess this is the lesser of 3 evils. 2 evils. Whatever. I took what I thought owed to me. Didn't want steal? I didn't want steal. I didn't want to steal. But I wanted what was mine. Left my apron and told everyone there I quit. It was enough to get me by. At least while I found a different job. Shouldn't have stolen. Which eventually did with far better pay. And a great boss. My boss is pretty good right now. I feel a bit bad. But I don't regret what I did. You should. You stole. Yes, thief. Yeah, thief. With all the things in life, I remember the scariest moment of my life. Most people do. Met a guy, and he asked me out. What a beautiful night. And such a great date. So what are we, in our 20s by now? He was charming, romantic, caring. Everything you would hope for. Aww. How sweet. At the end of the date, he offered me a ride home. My voice is changing. I declined. I wanted to walk home on such a great night. But shortly into my walk, things changed. Well, I saw something off in the distance, near an alley. Homeless man? Homeless man. A kid who was waving his arms at this homeless man? Oh, that's a bad idea. I decided to do a little investigation. Investigating, blah, blah, blah. to what was going on. Stop using that spelling of though. Though as I got closer, I saw he had a gun. Exclamation point, question mark? He was waving a gun around at the man. The kid had a gun? Is it real? Wait. Is he robbing the guy? The kid is robbing the guy? How dense am I? Of course he was. No, don't get shot. Don't Batman it. I stayed back and silently called the police. Good girl. Tried to make sure I was hidden. I wanted to be far away. I wanted to leave. But I barely could dial a phone. Let alone run. While on the phone with the police, I watched as the poor guy cowered in fear, but still refused to give what little he had. This seemed to piss the kid off even more. Okay, so not a little kid. Suddenly, the homeless man jumped at his attacker. Thanks for the jump scare in my left ear. That felt good. My heart stopped, watching the homeless man's body fall to the floor. Ground. Or outside. His shooter rummaged through his body, pulled X to loot, then ran off. Sorry, that was a funny joke and you know it. Okay, how long is this game? Jesus, Kahmeh. I dropped my phone with 911 on the line. Ran to him as fast as I could. Did I just kill that man? Wait, did I just kill him? There was no point. Did I just kill him? I made the wrong decision. I think I just made the wrong decision. Motionless. I gotta turn my fan off. He was dead. Could I have done something? Oh, I just killed that guy. As everyone was running around, I couldn't keep track of anything. Just stood there motionless as the sirens and lights surrounded me. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. I was questioned for a while about the description of the shooter, but only to find out that my memory couldn't recall anything but a vague description. All that was crossing my mind. That image was burned into me. Took me weeks to recover. And I still haven't gotten over it. My parents described me as completely inconsolable. Inconsolable? I don't know how to pronounce that. I felt like I could have saved him. I think I just killed that dude. I think I just straight up killed that dude. I can't escape how much trouble I feel like I have caused for everyone. Mostly my parents. Being an adult has never made me want to be a kid again. Every day you wish you could just be carefree and irresponsible again. That's it. screw being an adult. I went and got drunk. I mean, everyone. Did not care what gender. One guy offered to buy me a drink. I was not going to pass that up. Never do. Which was unknowingly one of the worst decisions of my life. Something was wrong. I was not okay after that drink. Did your drink get spiked? Did you check for the worm? Everything started feeling weird. Think I was drugged. Your drink got spiked. The night just got worse from there. He got me into a cab, heading somewhere. Oh no. Oh no. I was not in control of myself. I wanted everything, but wanted to get away at the same time. My brain made me relive all of my bad experiences. All at once, I was shutting down. And being drugged didn't make it better. Next thing I could recall is that he was touching me. Oh no. It all changed. Wished I was good and did everything right. Couldn't move. Couldn't scream. Couldn't fight back. This is all my fault. Somebody save me. The cab driver. Barely after we started moving, he slammed on the brakes. Wrong brakes. Looked back and asked me if I was okay. I could barely shake my head. Apparently it was enough. The cab driver busted out of his door and ripped the guy out of the back. Punched him out cold in one shot. This cab driver, I have no idea what he looked like. And it didn't matter. He saved me from a horrible experience. Before I passed out, he managed to find out where I wanted to go. With the barely audible voice I had. He took out my phone and called my parents. I couldn't stop him even if I wanted to. My parents gave him their address, and he dropped me off. My parents helped me inside and took me to my old room. I haven't been here in so long. It almost looks unchanged. I felt safe and fell asleep. My mother woke me in the afternoon. I started to cry about what had almost happened. She mother talked me for the rest of the day. Later that night, my dad brought me one of his famous pork chops. And it was. Really? This isn't PG. And it was the best pork chop ever. Bright changing screen kills the mood. I love my parents. They have taken such good care of me through everything. I can never thank them enough. But that is when it all happened. When everything changed. It had to have been years now. It is hard to keep count like this. Just a normal day coming home from work. Nothing special. I lived close enough to walk home every day. Only a few blocks, occasionally pick up a coffee. Waiting. The sign changes to walk. I start crossing. About halfway into the street. Since the accident, I had been in a coma. But I can hear everything. Every word the doctors have said. Every single thing my parents fought about. I wish I could tell them one last time. I am so sorry for what I put them through. I hear my parents yelling at the doctors, demanding they find a way to save me. Any way they can wake me up. In the end, they took me home, quit their jobs, caring for me and trying to find a way to save my life. By sacrificing the rest of theirs. I wish I wasn't such a burden. I hear my mother cry every night, and my dad yelling at bill collectors about equipment and supplies. I love my parents, but I wish they would just let me die. And whew, boy. You got me emotional there. God dang it, you got me emotional.